Joseph isn't the only one that's rescued or that's in need of being rescued. Don't miss that. Joseph isn't the only one that needs to be rescued. Because so often we place ourselves in the position of Joseph, and we should, because we've all been there or will visit a pit at some point along this journey. But everybody can't be Joseph all the time. I mean, we can't always be the people that are cast into the pit. Someone has to make the suggestion to rip off his coat. Someone has to make the suggestion to sell him off into Egypt. I mean, we can't always be the people that are in the pit. And I think if we're honest, we oscillate between Joseph and being his brothers. Sometimes we are the ones that have been pushed in, and at other times we have done our fair share of pushing. Sometimes we are looking up, and at other times we're looking down. At some point in time, all of us have thrown someone in a ditch. Maybe it was something that we didn't do intentionally. Maybe it was something that we said or didn't say. It could have been something that we did or didn't do. I mean, there have been people whose dreams we have suffocated, people that could not grow around us, people that God had to rescue from us. I mean, let that sink in. God sometimes has to rescue other people from us. We are all guilty of doing something that should have disqualified us from a second chance, and most of the time we tend to hurt the ones closest to us. I mean, his brothers have done nothing deserving of a second chance. They've tried to kill him, they've mocked him, they tried to cover it up, and yet they survived their own sins and mistakes. Maybe the same is true for you and I. Our sin and mistakes could have discounted us out, but they didn't, simply because you're here today. Simply because you're here today means that you have survived. We have survived our mistakes. We have survived our sins. We have survived our shortcomings. Simply because you're here, you made it. And you're deserving of a second chance. Because you're here, you are a survivor.